Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Tricks. So let's start with kinematics DPP 7, and in this we have first question. As you can see, mostly we'll do integer type questions and some of the multiple choice also. So as you can see, this is the first question, and in this a body moves 4 meter towards east and then 3 meter north. Then ratio of displacement to the distance covered by body is x is to 7. Find the value of x. Okay. So it is given displacement to the distance we want. A body moves 4 meter east. It is given 4 meter east. Okay. And then 3 meter north. So this is the 3 meter north. So this is the initial point and this is the final point, and always remember displacement is always from initial towards the final point. So if you want this displacement, it is a root of 4 squared plus 3 squared. This is the displacement which we have, and if you just take the 4 squared and 3 squared, it will become 25, and that is root 25. We know that 5 meter. Right, and what is the distance? Actual path travel. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So displacement to the distance ratio, if you want, it is 5 divided by 7, and that is equal to, they gave x by 7. So x is equal to 5. So I hope this is clear now. Now the next question, a body starting from rest, moving with uniform acceleration, has a displacement of 16 meter in first 4 seconds, 9 meter in first 3 seconds. The acceleration of body is n by 3. Find the value of n. Okay. It is starting from rest, that is u is equal to 0 meter per second. It has a displacement of 16 meter in the first 4 seconds. So s is equal to ut plus half at squared, using the second kinematical equation. So displacement s is equal to u is 0 into t is 4 plus 1 by 2. A we want, so 4 squared, and displacement is given 16 is equal to 1 by 2 into a into this is 16. So we have a is equal to this is 16 cancel, and 2. A is equal to 2, and they gave 9 meter in the first 3 seconds. So we'll check 9 meter. 9 is equal to 1 by 2 a into 3 squared. So what is a then? A is equal to again a 2 meter per second squared. Now you have to compare this with n by 3. So n by 3 is equal to 2. So n is equal to 6. So I hope this is clear. Now the next question. A particle starts from the origin with a velocity 10 meter per second and moves with a constant acceleration till the velocity increases to 50 meter per second. So a particle starts with a velocity 10 meter per second, right, moves with a constant acceleration is constant over here, and moves with a acceleration with till the velocity increases to 50 meter per second. Final velocity is 50 meter per second. At that instant, the acceleration is suddenly reversed. Then the velocity of particle when it returns to the starting point is, then the velocity of the particle, now this 50 meter per second will be finally 0 meter per second as the acceleration is reversed, and at this point it will go from 0 to what is the initial velocity when it is coming back. Okay, so firstly we'll find out what is this distance, and then what is this distance, and then we'll put it in the equation. We'll get the initial velocity. So s is equal to, we can write final velocity 50 squared minus initial velocity 10 squared divided by the 2a. Then s dash is equal to final velocity 0 squared minus initial velocity 50 squared divided by the 2a, but a over here is minus, so you will get negative, negative, positive. So here s is equal to 50 minus 10, 40 into 60 divided by 2a. So therefore total distance we have is s plus s dash, which is equal to 2400 divided by 2a plus 2500 divided by 2a. So as you can see over here, this is 4900 divided by 2a. This is the s plus s dash. Therefore final velocity, that is u dash squared, is equal to initial velocity 0 into 2 into a into s we have is 4900 divided by 2a. So 2a cancel. What is u dash? U dash we have is 70 meter per seconds. Now this u dash is 70 meter per second indicates what? U dash is equal to they gave it is 10n and that is equal to 70. So n we have is 7. So I hope this is clear. So n value we have over here is 7. Okay, now the next one, when the speed of car is u, the minimum distance over which it can be stopped is s. If the speed becomes nu, the minimum distance over which it can be stopped during the same time is n to the power x. Then the value of x is okay. So when the speed of the car is u, it is given u, minimum distance through which it can be stopped is s. So the retardation is there. So final velocity is 0 squared minus initial velocity u squared divided by the 2 into a is minus a. So which is equal to s. So over here a is equal to u squared divided by 2s. Okay. Now when the minimum velocity is n times u, now the speed becomes n times u, then final velocity is 0 only, and we want what is s dash. Okay. So here also retardation is there, a. So final velocity 0 squared minus n squared into u squared initial velocity divided by 2 into minus 2 into a is equal to s dash. So this minus plus, so n squared u squared divided by 2 into a is u squared divided by 2s is equal to s dash. So u squared, this 2 will cancel. S dash is equal to n squared into s. So the minimum distance through which it can be stopped is n squared into s. We have to compare this with n to the power x into s is equal to n squared into s. S's get cancelled. So nx is equal to n squared indicates what? X must be equal to 2. So the final answer for this is 2. I hope this is clear. Now the next question. A body is released from the top of a tower of height h meter. After 2 seconds it is stopped and then instantaneously released. Then its height after 2 seconds is capital H minus small h meter. What will be the value of small h? Okay, a body is thrown, right, it is just released, that means initial velocity is 0, from the top of the tower. Okay, after 2 seconds it is stopped, that means at this point again velocity is 0 in 2 seconds, and then instantaneously released. Then its height after 2 seconds. Is capital H minus small h. This total height is h. This is, let us consider small h. So value of h we want. Okay. So from this till here it is in free fall. So S dash let us consider, S dash let us consider, because same thing. Over here we have half gt squared. So half into g is 10 into t squared is 4, so which is equal to 20 meter. Likewise over here 20 meter. So the total h we have is capital H minus small h is 40, which we have to compare with h minus h. So small h is equal to 40 meters. So I hope this is clear. Now the next problem. A stone is dropped from a rising balloon at a height 76 meter above the ground and it reaches the ground in 6 seconds. The velocity of the balloon when the stone was dropped is 52 by n, then n is equal to. Okay, stone was released indicates whatever the velocity of balloon is there in the upward direction is the same velocity of the stone. So it will drop, so it will go up and it will, what we can say, hit the ground. So it is released from 76 meter height above the ground. The velocity of the balloon when the stone was dropped is given 52 by n, then value of n we want. Okay. So initial velocity, displacement we have is minus 76 meter. Why? Because initial is this one, finally is this one. Minus 76 meter is equal to u into t. U into t. So u we want t is 6 minus 1 by 2 g is 10 into t squared is 36. So minus 76 is equal to 6u minus 5 into 36. Now we can take what is called as 6 common. So minus 76 plus, no need to take 6 common, plus 5 into 36 is equal to 6u. So 6u is equal to, what is this? 5 6 are 30, 5 3 are 15, 18, 180 minus 76. So u we have is 104 divided by 6, and that is 52 divided by 3. This we have to compare with 52 by n. So what is the value of n? It is 3. What is the value of n? It is 3. So n we have is 3. So I hope this is clear. Next, in the 7th question, a juggler keeps on moving 4 balls in air, throwing balls after regular intervals. When one ball leaves his hand, speed is given 20 meter per second. The position of other balls will be given, then value of n. Okay, so one ball when leaves his hand, other balls positions are given. One is at n, other one is at 2n, and third one is at n only. Okay, so we want, then value of n is what? Okay, so final velocity at this point must be 0. Initial velocity is u, and this initial velocity is given 20 meter per second. So it is, we have final velocity 0 squared minus initial velocity 400 is equal to 2 into a, we have minus 10 into s is 2n. So we have this 0 get cancelled. So it is minus 40 divided by minus 2 into 2 is equal to n. So what is n then? It is 10. So n is 10 indicates n is equal to 10 meter we have, and this 2n is equal to 20 meter we have, and this n also 10 meter we have. So I hope this is clear. Now the next question, the slope of VT graph represents, see here you need to remember, and that is XVA. If you differentiate x with respect to time, that is position with respect to time, you will get velocity. If you differentiate velocity with respect to time, you will get acceleration. If you integrate acceleration with time, you will get velocity, and if you integrate velocity, right, with time, you will get what is called as the position. So this is the change in velocity actually, but yeah, as of now just remember this, x differentiation is nothing but the slope. Here slope, so you can say slope of xt graph gives velocity. So slope of xt graph gives velocity. Slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. area under acceleration time graph gives velocity, and area under velocity time graph gives position or displacement, you can say. So I hope this is clear. Next, so slope of VT graph gives what? Acceleration. Next, a car covers first half of its distance between two places at a speed of 40 km per hour and the second half at 60 km per hour average speed. So see here, average speed formula for equal distances. For equal distances is 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2, and that is equal to 2 into 40 into 60 divided by 100, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it is 48 kilometer per hour. So answer for this is 48 kilometer per hour. So I hope this is clear. Next, a stone is projected vertically upwards and rises to a maximum height of 5 meter. The velocity with which the body was thrown upward is, okay, one stone is there which is thrown vertically upward and it rises to the height of 5 meters. The velocity with which the body was thrown is, so u is equal to what? So we know that maximum height formula, and that is equal to u squared divided by 2g. Maximum height is 5 is equal to u squared divided by 2 into g is 10. So from this, u squared is equal to a root of 100. What is u then? 10 meter per seconds. 10 meter per seconds. So I hope all these questions are clear to you all. If anyone has any doubt, they can comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.